love seafood and I love nuts. So you mix those together and I don't think you can go wrong. On my website, quickandeasymeals.tv, I have the pecan crusted tilapia that I love and I cook so often. Well, this is kind of the same idea, but I'm using salmon, or if you had halibut, I'm going to crust this with hazelnuts. So let me show you what I've got here. This is just a nice bag of raw hazelnuts. They're not roasted or seasoned at all. And I did a quick pulse in my food processor. If you need to, put these in a Ziploc bag if you don't have one of these, or a spice grinder of some kind, and then I had just sprinkled them on my plate here. So that's all that is just ground up hazelnuts. And then my salmon, since this has skin on it, I'm just going to coat one side. And so here I've got this piece started. And if you find that it's dry and you need to use maybe an egg white, just brush this with egg white and get that a little bit moist, but I'm doing okay here with my salmon. Over here in my pan I have butter, and if you watch me often, I like to mix butter and olive oil. Butter for flavor, olive oil to handle the heat a little better, and flavor as well. So I mix those two, get my pan hot, and then I'll just lay these right in my pan there. And you can season your salmon if you want to first with salt and pepper, but I'm going to find that just the crust on the hazelnuts is going to add a good enough flavor. Here I had my pan nice and hot, and then I added that oil and it cooled down just a bit. Okay, go ahead and put this in there. That's the sizzle I like to hear. And I'm only going to turn these once. So I have my crust of my hazelnuts, and then I'm going to cook it for maybe, these are kind of thick, so maybe 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and then turn it and then let my skin get crispy on the end, and that's the only time that I will turn this. And in the meantime, while my salmon's cooking, I'm going to roast some asparagus. It will be a perfect side. Love roasted vegetables. Okay, make this nice crust on there. Press that down and wash my hands. We'll make some asparagus. I love tender asparagus when it's in season. All I'm going to do is just chop off the bottom ends where they're kind of coarse. You can save these, by the way, for some vegetable broth if you choose. But then I'm going to spread this out with these other asparagus here, as simple as that is. And all I'm going to do to roast these is season them a little bit with salt and pepper, drizzle it with some olive oil and a little bit of lemon juice. In fact, I was at the grocery store the other day and they had a bunch of these things on special, these flavored oils. I like to pick them up when I can find them at a good bargain. They have different flavors. This one says for fish. Since I'm doing the salmon, I did add a little bit about that. I'm just going to shake it and get all those herbs and whatnot. I could even do something like that on my vegetables. So if you've got a fun, fancy oil, vinegar on here would be great. Just feel free to do what you want to that. And then the lemon, I'll just squeeze on there, use my hand to catch the seeds. And that's as simple as this is. It'll roast in about 6 minutes at 400 to 425 and come out about the same time as our salmon's done. So let's get this into the oven. Easy, easy. Salmon's cooking beautifully and looks so good. And then the asparagus is done. Doesn't take any time at all. So let's get that out. And I'll plate it up. So that just kind of got, I like my asparagus al dente, so this is just barely cooked. And I'm getting it all into that seasoned oil, stirring that around a little bit. And then we'll plate this beautiful asparagus. Keep that vibrant green color. I'll just do that much for now. And then the salmon, I'll load up there. What a great, yummy, healthy meal with hazelnuts and seafood. Again, two of my favorite things in the world. Beautiful. At the table you can serve these with additional lemon wedges, and I'll sprinkle some more on there. And the oil that I was sprinkling on while it was cooking, I have this fun, it's an herb infused oil. If you don't have it, no problem, just use your regular olive oil. You can season this heavier with garlic, salt, and special seafood seasonings that you might have, whatever you've got. Anyway, in fact I am going to squeeze that with just a little bit more on top. Yummy. Enjoy!